4. Oh my gosh, are you Tabby Lift?
Yeah, that's me.
Could you show me your gains?
Sure.
Oh my god, really? What? Ah! Oh, wait, what are you doing?
1,
Oh my god. Ah!
2,
Oh my
3,
goodness.
4.
Oh my gosh.
ChatGPT now has group chats. Here's how to start one. Open ChatGPT and start a new chat. Press the share button, copy the link, and send this to anybody. I now have a group therapy chat with my best friends. Who would you start a ChatGPT group chat with? Tag them below or send this to them. ChatGPT.
Oh, apparently I am live. Okay, so I realize that not a lot of you guys keep up to date with FTX news. Why would you? It happened in 2022. But in case you haven't heard, and in case you care, our girl, Caroline Ellison, the lovely, beautiful Caroline Ellison, former CEO of Alameda Research and Sam Bankman-Fried's ex-lover, was just today released from federal custody, January 21st. Caroline is now 31 years old. In case you don't remember, she was originally sentenced to 2 years in prison by Judge Lewis Kaplan. I mean, in my opinion, that was already quite a light sentence. She began her 2-year sentence in November of 2024 at a federal prison in Connecticut. But in October 2025, only 11 months after she began her sentence, Caroline was moved from federal prison into a residential reentry management facility, which is often apparently referred to as a halfway house. And that halfway house apparently helps inmates find jobs, manage their finances, and other services before they're released back into the world. So she basically served less than half of her prison sentence. In addition, the SEC has barred Caroline Ellison from serving as an executive or a director at any crypto exchange or public company for 10 years, which is fair since she did take part in stealing billions of dollars of customer funds. So that seems very fair. If anything, I would say she basically got out of this scot-free. It's still legal for her to be employed at a crypto company or exchange or a public company. She just can't hold an executive level position, which, oh, poor Caroline, she's gonna have to turn down all those offers to become their new CEO. Hey, it's me, Tiff, and in case you've never heard of me before, I've been independently covering fraud and bankruptcies in the crypto space. Because of this, I know a lot of people who follow me or might recognize me were once customers of FTX. Well, that's where FTX Creditor comes in. FTX Creditor will buy your FTX bankruptcy claim and pay you immediately in USDC. FTX Creditor has actually bought more FTX claims than all of the other claims buyers combined. FTX Creditor even buys small claims as low as $1,800, all the way up to claims as large as $10 million. So if you're interested in selling your FTX claim for immediate liquidity or in selling your Voyager, BlockFi, or Celsius stub, you can go to ftxcreditor.com or contact them on Telegram at @FTXCreditor or on X at @FTXCreditor_com. In case you guys need a refresher, Caroline Ellison was obviously one of the central figures in the whole FTX debacle. And in December of 2022, a month after FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, Caroline Ellison pled guilty to a long list of charges, which included wire fraud, commodities fraud, securities fraud, money laundering conspiracies. And she immediately flipped and cooperated with the government to testify against her ex-lover, Sam Bankman-Fried, our little Sammy boy. She was the star witness at SBF's trial. In case you don't remember, attended every single day of his trial. And from what I gathered, attending every day of SBF's trial, was that Caroline Ellison, in my opinion, was nearly equally as culpable as SBF. She actually did a lot of the dirtier work. She actually created a lot of these false and fraudulent balance sheets that were sent to lenders. But ultimately, because Caroline Ellison flipped on SBF and cooperated with the government, she was sentenced to 2 years in prison and didn't even end up having to serve half of that. Meanwhile, SBF was sentenced to 25 years. Nishad Singh and Gary Wong were the other members of the inner circle who testified against Sam Bankman-Fried, and they both received 0 prison time. They were sentenced to time served, so they didn't even have to go into prison at all. If we want to commit fraud, what do we do, guys? We rat. I'm just kidding. I don't respect rats. I actually think it's pretty abominable. I actually think it's pretty disgraceful that you could just flip on the bigger fish and get out scot-free. But that is the update. Caroline Ellison will soon be walking amongst us. She might be single, guys. First stream with no vape. Yes, this is my first live stream with no vape because in case you guys haven't been following me on Twitter, my Twitter is @TiffanyFong, x.com/TiffanyFong. I have quit vaping. Yeah, well, she's not going to be an executive anywhere. Damn it. What a disappointment for all these companies who are clamoring to hire Caroline Ellison. Oh, you guys are sweet. Yeah, I feel like I'm having a mental breakdown today because I'm still kind of withdrawing from nicotine. I'm very irritable, agitated, didn't have a great start to my day. not feeling amazing. So I need to get off and have like a little mental breakdown, maybe eat something, maybe cry a little bit. Love you all so much. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.